Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Well, here we are. We got our wooden scales on. This thing sat clamped with epoxy overnight, and we're getting close now. We'll take this over to the grinder and we'll grind all this oversized down, and we'll get this thing looking more like a knife. So thanks for being here, everybody. Let's get to work. Okay guys, we've got our scale shaped up pretty good here. Everything came out quite nice. We've got everything shaped up here the way we want it. All of our micarta liners seem to line up pretty well, and all of that good stuff. And we've got the handle ground down to where it fits quite nicely in the hand. So what we've got left to do now, you guessed it, more hand sanding. Woo-hoo-hoo! Can't wait. Hand sanding is such a pain. But you can see we've got pretty good grinder marks in here. This wood is pretty rough still. The back of this spine is pretty rough compared to the spine of the blade, where we've hit that with 800 grit. And this brass got a long way to go to be polished. So we've got a lot of handwork to do. You notice you almost can't see the pins in here now as it is. If you get in the right light, you can see those brass pins in there. There you go. You can see a pin right there a little bit. But they've already almost disappeared. On this front part here, you can kind of see a pin right there and a pin right there. But by the time we're done polishing these, you won't see those pins. So there we go. Our handle is all profiled, pretty much ready to go. Now it's just all that tedious hand sanding and polishing and getting, you know, little meticulous things to get it all done properly. But I think it came out pretty good. I like that handle. It's a good sized handle. It fits really well. We left these swells here on both sides. We let that swell out just because we had plenty of room. So you know, why not leave a little swell in there? Your hand just kind of fits in there real nice. I mean, feels really good. I don't think that would ever slip out of your hand or anything. But so, time to hand sand. Let's go. I'm going to go upstairs where I can sit on the couch and do it. Put my towel down and start sanding. guys, for all intents and purposes, we're pretty much done with the competition chopper. It has pretty much met all my expectations. Maybe a little better. Maybe it came out a little better than I expected. I think it came out looking really good. It was a lot of hard work putting these scale liners in like we did here, full liners underneath the whole scales. I just think it really sets off the look of the knife. Put those in there. It's a lot of work, but it pays off in the end because it really makes the knife look nice. And I didn't want this to just be your basic utility knife, you know. I wanted it to be special and look really nice, and I think we accomplished that. It's not perfect. There's a couple of spots where it's a tiny bit uneven on these scales. But all in all, I think it came out quite beautiful. And actually worth quite a bit of money, I believe. If I were to sell it, I think someone would have to come up with quite a bit of cash to buy this knife. It's been a lot of work. We have one thing left to do. We need to grind our final bevels and sharpen it. But I always save that for the last thing to do because I don't want to be handling this blade, a razor sharp blade, while I'm trying to work on these scales and what have you. So I always save that for the last. You know, like I was saying in an earlier video, we start our plunge grind starts right here. So I'm going to be grinding from here over. There's no chance that I'm going to hit this handle or any of this meticulous finish work here on this thing. So it's just better to wait until we've got all our work done, because when this knife is sharpened, it will be razor sharp. You will be able to shave with it or chop down a tree, which we're going to do a little video of chopping down a tree with this knife once the edge is on, and show you what it'll do and how sharp it is. So we buffed this blade a little bit. I hand sanded it up to 800 grit. And once I got this brass on here and got it all polished up like it is, that blade looked pretty dull. And I knew I couldn't leave it that way. So I went ahead and buffed on the blade a little bit, and I think it came out pretty good. I mean, we don't want it to be a mirror, but it's not far off. I mean, it came out real well. I think it looks great. The etching and then polishing it like we did. So there that bad boy is, finally. We forged it 6 months ago. And here this last week or so, we've been working on finishing it up. Maybe it might have been, it's been a couple of weeks, I think. It's been several videos, so it's been a while. We've been trying to get that thing finished up, so pretty much done. Tomorrow I'll put an edge on it. and then I'll probably make a short video of chopping down I got this dead tree out front, and I'd have taken it out a long time ago. But I thought it would be perfect to make a video of chopping that tree down with that chopper. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna set up some water bottles in that, and we'll do it in one take. We'll chop the tree down, we'll swing the camera around, and I'll slice that thing through some water bottles to show you what kind of edge you can retain. That 5160 steel is awesome stuff. So been a lot of hand work and a whole ton of hours of work that the videos don't even begin to reflect. I had hours and hours and hours of video, and in order to make it, you know, halfway watchable video, you got to squeeze all that down to 30 minutes or so. And so you don't see probably 85% of what I've actually done on this knife, because you just can't put it all, you know, all of that in the video. It's just take up too much time. So just know it's a lot of work to make a knife look like that and finish up like that. It's a ton of work, and but it's the only knife in the world like it. You can search the internet, you can search far and wide, and you will not find this knife. I mean, you can find ones that are similar, you know, in shape and what have you, but you will not find a knife that's put together like this, that's handcrafted, and this high quality of a blade on the internet, period, anywhere. You know, that's the beauty of making knives like this. This is the only knife in the world that's this knife. You know what I mean? There's no other knife on the planet that looks like that knife, feels like that knife, whatever. I mean, it's the only one. It's a one-off custom knife. So it's fun to do that. Feels really good when you get it finally done and you see you're in the home stretch and you see things coming together and how good it starts to look. And it's an amazing feeling to finally be at this point and have that thing, you know, pretty much finished. I mean, like I said, I gotta throw the final bevels on it tomorrow, but that's it. I mean, I just have to put the final bevel and sharpen it, and so that's gonna be done tomorrow, unless I get a call in the morning to go to work. It's Sunday. It's 7:30, so lots of projects going on, lots of things we'll be doing. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do reach up there and hit that subscribe button. We'll leave a little circle right down here, a picture of me with my Harley. You click on that, it'll take you to my channel, and you can go in there and subscribe. And be sure to click on that little bell. You'll get notified when we upload a new video. We've got 267 subscribers, man. Not growing with leaps and bounds. I've been doing this for 2 years, and a little over 2 years. And but we're happy, having a good time, sharing what we do in here with you all. Share my videos if you would too, man. You know, share them on Facebook with your friends, and or email them send them copy the link, and you know, text it to them and let them see them, and if you like what you see. So guys, get out to your shop and do a little something out there, have a little fun, clean it up, or fix something, or make something, or whatever it is that you feel the need to do, and have some fun. It just helps me relax and my cares roll off my back. I mean, sometimes working on something real meticulous can get a little bit monotonous, but you turn on the stereo, you relax with a cup of coffee, and you just dive into it and enjoy it. So thanks again for being here, everybody. Look for the next video. We're going to chop down a tree with this thing. So I appreciate y'all watching. We're going to see you on the next one.